What was unique about this meet compared to the last two where you have also
The
won?
DJ. The DJ was unique. It was that. I want to have a DJ at every single meet. Everything's unique, right? I mean, you got a different team. It's a different location. We have obviously same goals, but different goals. I think one of our biggest goals was to try to win all 5 relays, and a lot of that came down to the 800 free relay and switching Alex onto it, and certainly that panned out in a positive way for us. So, it's just every time this team, I think they can't get better, or individuals on the team can't do anymore. They do better. They blow my mind. It's wild with how much they just continue to improve and want to do really well for each other. Yes and no. It's surprising. It's funny because Kate's 200 IM, for example, about a week ago I was running her through an IM practice, and we didn't do many because she doesn't like to do them, and that's why she doesn't do much IM. She finished it, and I walked by the staff and I was like, she's gonna go 148. But it's like you have to go do it, right? So like I think she can do that, but actually performing it's mind-blowing. And same with Gretchen. Like I knew she could go 48. I didn't know she could go that low of 48. But it's like when you see them do what they do every day in practice, they're like, okay, I know you can go that fast, but you have to like put it together and actually execute it and do it, really, really well. And they were just, they're just, it's mind-blowing to be able to actually execute it and put it together and actually do it, especially in the most high-pressured situation that there is. I think they just, even though, I think Gretchen said it last year, right, that, in an interview at the very end of the meet last year, when the relay was getting interviewed, somebody asked her, how are they going to do better next year? And Gretchen's like, well, we only won 4 out of 5 relays, so there's more in the tank. And I think they just kind of came back and set some goals and, went to work. They know individually what to focus on to get better. Take Gretchen's 100 freestyle, for example. After ACCs, I was comparing her final at ACCs to her final from here last year where she won, and she was, I think, 9 or 10 strokes less this year than she was last year. Using her underwaters more, swimming more efficiently. We worked a lot on that, from a strategic perspective of staying underwater longer, but also being more efficient. And it actually blew my mind when I counted the strokes. I was like, whoa. I mean, it was literally 10 strokes less in 100 free from this year last year. I don't know what she did tonight, but that was from ACCs. And so it's just things like that, as a coach, we know what they need to work on, and then they've got to do it though, that's the hard part, right? And that's in Kate. There's specific things we worked on with her breaststroke and and her butterfly, and they're just able to. They just have that uncanny ability to change and make improvements even when they're already at that at that high level. I don't know that I can put it into perspective. I told her right after the 200 breaststroke before the relay, I was like, Kate, I'm just happy to have been a little bit of a piece of this, that, what you've done over the last couple of years. And she said, I never thought I'd be able to outdo what I did at this meet last year. And she was worried about that at the beginning of the season. She was a little bit scared, and she did. And so it's just, to see what she did last year at this meet and then to actually come back and do better, I don't know that there's really words, or I don't know if I can put it in perspective. It might take me a long time to do that. I think probably a lot of commenters out there might be able to do it better than I can. But it's unreal. It is unreal. I mean, I think it's small things like this morning's prelim session for me was probably the most exciting and fun session. We just had, Maxine Parker, probably her, this was yesterday, but her 200 freestyle and prelims yesterday was just great for her, great for the team. Same thing today in the 100 free for her, but to have all 3 of those girls score in that B final. I think what was really special was Anna Keating making the A final in the 200 breaststroke tonight, and then Abby Harder making the A final. First time she's ever A finaled in an event in the 200 fly tonight. From this morning, it was just great to see. Just the overall contribution of everybody on the team, and they don't care. I don't either, but they all want to score 1 point because they want to contribute to that, and certainly they're going best times and scoring more than a point. So, I'm just happy for them that they're able to, just the fruits of their labor, they can see that success and enjoy it a little bit. It's funny because our president was here, Jim Ryan, president of the university, came down today, and he asked me the same thing. Before the relay, he's like, he's telling somebody that he and I started at UVA at the same time, and he asked me the same thing. Did you think that this was going to happen? And I was like, the university itself is a place that can attract and has always attracted very talented student athletes in all Olympic sports. UVA has been really successful, and I knew that UVA was a place that was potentially capable of doing something like this, but I never in my wildest dreams would have thought after just 3 years we would win, and then in 3 more years we'd have won 3 in a row. I don't think it could possibly have, the last 6 years could not be any better. It's just, there's no way it could have gone any better for us.